Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here. So, on behalf of the Atlanta Police Department's Special Victims Unit, we're asking for the public's help in identifying the young man and woman in the pictures that we have provided to you. Back on December the 4th, in the late evening, the woman accompanying a young man entered Grady Hospital. They kind of walked around the hospital. They did not check in with anyone. They did not speak to anyone. After a period of time, the adult female walked outside with the young man and left them there. She then left the area in a vehicle, and that's 5 days ago. So we're asking the public's help in please getting this individual identified and the woman that also accompanied him into the hospital. Based on his diminished mental capacity, he's not able to speak to us, he's not able to write, so we've had a very hard time trying to understand who he might be and where he lives. I would like to thank Grady Hospital, their social workers, their caretakers, and the Georgia Department of Family and Children's Services for taking in this young man and caring for him since he was left outside of Grady Hospital. And at this point, we just want to know who he is and why this woman left him there. And at this point, I'll answer any questions you might have.
Such a bizarre story, and it'll be interesting to see how people react to this, but is this something that APD deals with?
So, you know, we've had it when it's come to newborns and babies maybe being left because of some kind of situation, but we've never had a, and we believe he's in his teenage years, we've never had a special needs type young teenager left somewhere. And so, no, that particular situation's new to us. And I mean, again, we don't know what the circumstances are and why this woman left him there. But we certainly want to talk to her, and we certainly want to know who he is, because our heart goes out to him. You know, Grady and DFACS have been doing a great job in taking care of him, and we just want to provide closure and understand and know who he is and where he comes from.
A couple of questions. Number one, how long were they walking around in the hospital? And then number two, did you see any sort of signs of abuse on him? I know there was some mentioning of him being malnourished potentially, or any bruises or anything like that.
Right. So it was approximately an hour that they were milling around inside of Grady Hospital before he was left outside. You know, there were no obvious signs of abuse. He was hungry. He was malnourished. He was cold. He was left outside, you know, for a period of time. So that was kind of the scenario with him being left outside.
I just imagine so many people coming to us, maybe to you, wanting to help, but right now, you just need to find out who he belongs to before anybody can even do anything to help.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, our heart goes out. We've been talking about this case all week, my team and I, but for right now, we just need to figure out who he is and who this female was that dropped him off, so that we can try to, you know, put all the pieces together and have a better understanding of what's going on. I know one of the questions that comes up is, you know, will there be criminal charges for this young lady for leaving the child there? And I'll tell you that, you know, it's undetermined right now. We just want to talk to her. We just want to see what's going on. We just want to see what the circumstances were. There may or may not be criminal charges down the road, but at this point, we just want to know who he is and who she is. And so with the public's help, we're hoping to bring some closure there.
With all the talk of human trafficking and all this stuff, it's just good that he got into the care of Grady and not someone else.
Right. So, I mean, it was fortunate there was a nurse at Grady Hospital who was on her break, who went outside and happened to notice this young man outside and knew that that was not right and that he needed help and that he shouldn't have been left like that. And then that's where she was able to take him inside and then contact us and DFACS, and we started from there. So.
You talk about safe places and what you do with babies, but what are you supposed to do? What should people do, if anything?
In terms of
if they feel like they can't take care of somebody else and they need help.
So, you know, they can call adult protective services through the state of Georgia. If they're a juvenile, they can call DFACS, the Department of Children and Family Services. So they can call 911. They can call, you know, if they're having a mental crisis and trying to take care of someone. call 911. You know, let Grady come out and evaluate. Let us come out and evaluate and figure out options instead of just leaving. So.
Could you tell if the vehicle they got into, were they Georgia plates?
We believe they were, yes. And so we have investigators that are looking into the vehicle aspect of it. But we know with the public's help and with as many people that will see this story that we think we'll get quicker, access to who they are via the public's help.
Was the boy crying?
He was not crying at the time, but again, he was disoriented. He was hungry. He was cold. So he just needed to kind of get outside and get inside at that time. So.
And where is he now?
He still remains at Grady Hospital. He's under the care of the Georgia Department of Children and Family Services. So DFACS, he's under their care, but with the help of Grady Hospital and their social workers and their staff there, they're both caring for him there at Grady.
And for those in the community that do want to, donate resources to this young man, do they go through DFACS? Do they go through you guys?
So I would direct them to the state, to DFACS. I would, they're our biggest partner when it comes to crimes against children and dealing with situations involving kids. So I would direct any support or help towards the Georgia Department of Children and Family Resources. Yes.
And what are you calling him, just so we can have some continuity? Like, is it John Doe? Is it, like, what?
So Grady Hospital has given him a name. We're going under the John Doe, just to keep it simple for us. So, I mean, he's John Doe for right this moment.
Okay.
And we hope with the public's help to change that very quickly.
He said he's not communicating with you, with like answering his questions, but is he communicating at all?
I mean, he can make sounds and noises, and he can move around, he can walk. But in terms of being able to write something down or be able to, formulate something that would help us understand, no.
Did you have anything with him, like a bag, ID? I mean, not ID obviously, but anything?
There was a bag left with him with some items. So, yeah, but obviously no ID, nothing that would help us understand who he is.
No
Is there a feeling that
medications
he's
or-
local?
So we don't know. I mean, it's just, your initial gut feelings that he's local, we hope he's from right around here and we'll be able to get some quick closure to it. But he might not be. But that's our initial gut instinct is that he is local.
Any medication in the bag?
Not that I know of. I'd have to check with Grady on that.
One of the comments that we keep getting on our digital pages is that families that, have children with special needs, they don't feel that they are supported, that they have enough resources. Is there anything that you can kind of say about that?
I mean, that's kind of out of the police realm. I will say as a human and as a father, I can't imagine how hard it is and to take care of someone with special needs. I mean, I can't even fathom. And so, we're not here to judge. We're not here to judge anybody. We just want to know why he was left there and who he is so that we can get him help.
Just give us your first and last name and your title.
So it's Lieutenant Jeff, Jeff, Baxter, Baxter, and I'm the commander of the Atlanta Police Department Special Victims Unit.
Thank you.
So I appreciate it. I hope we have a good follow-up here soon, and I appreciate you getting this out for us. Thank you.